underrated quarterback in the NFL? We talk about that and more coming up next on Hammers.House.
Encouraged to shelter in place to avoid being attacked or taken hostage. To shelter in place, take the following precautions. Close all windows and doors, and all lights.
Welcome to the official, the original, the only house for Las Vegas Raiders news, rumors, updates, and reactions. Welcome to Hammers.House. Hope everybody's having a great day wherever you guys are at. Let's get this chat highlight fixed, and we will be good to go. Give me 1 second, y'all. If I can find this stupid thing. No, we got it. If it wants to cooperate. This is the one thing I always have to do before, while I start, because it's something that I can't do before because the link just got created. All right, so let's get into it. If I can highlight y'all, we're good to go. Egalitarian was good. EJ, Holly, Sinister, Joseph was good. Hefe was good. Hope everybody's doing well wherever you guys are at. We did have something we wanted to cover yesterday, but unfortunately, time constraints, I couldn't do it. But Colin Cowherd yesterday was on his show on Fox talking about Derek Carr being the most underrated quarterback in the league. Now, for me to hear that from somebody like Colin Cowherd, who's been somebody that has been a habitual Carr basher, kind of shocks the hell out of me. He does have supporting facts, and at the same time, these are a lot of the things that myself and other Raider content creators have said in regards to the support of our quarterback. So let's take a listen. It's about a 9.5-minute clip, but take a listen to this, guys, and tell me what you think.
He's top 10 quarterback in the league. Most people don't have him anywhere near that. Is that what is his it? Mahomes' crazy arm talent, Josh Allen's size, athletic ability, Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson, escapability, dynamic speed for Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow's cool, Tom Brady pre-snap, Aaron Rodgers plays sort of with a style and a glamour in his release. What is his it? And it's funny because in 20 and is part of the problem, a big part of it, is that you used to be able to give people like video proof or data or stats, and you would win the argument. But it doesn't work that way anymore. I mean, we have video of glaciers melting. We have a global warming issue. And people are like, that's politics. No, it's environmental. I don't care about the politics of it. We have glaciers melting. Here's proof. Here's data. Nobody wants to listen to it. So it's you can give people proof. I'll give you 3 data points on Derek Carr. He's indisputably an elite quarterback. And by the end of this rant, you still won't believe it. In the last 4 years, he has the highest completion percentage in the league of anybody still playing. Drew Brees was slightly higher. That's it. He's the most accurate thrower in the league. Okay?
Brees isn't in the league anymore, so he's number one.
In the last 8 years, he is the most reliable quarterback coming from behind in the fourth quarter.
Captain fucking clutch in the fourth quarter. You heard it. Let's keep playing it.
Leads the NFL in that. He has also faced the most crisis at head coach for a top quarterback.
Let's talk about that, because I had this conversation not too long ago on Spaces not too long ago. And I think anybody in here would agree with me that any other quarterback, because we all know that the quarterback is the focal point, is the leader of any NFL team. Had any other quarterback in the league went through remotely half of the shit that Carr has gone through throughout his career, let alone last season's fuckery. You had Gruden get fired over the emails. I don't care. They say he resigned. He got fired. You had the unfortunate incident with Henry Ruggs. A new coach, a replacement coach, I guess, a temporary coach, whatever you want to call him, in replacement of Gruden for the rest of the way. They went and lost like 7 to 10 games at one point, if I remember correctly, and still made the playoffs. I truly believe any other quarterback in the league would have packed it in a long-ass time ago and would have forgot about the season. But he didn't. The Raiders didn't. The Raiders made it to the wild card. Right or wrong? Let's get back into it.
This will be his 6th in 9 years. So he's the most accurate, the best playing from behind late, and he's done it in chaos. They literally have different coaches. And my takeaway is his it, because you got to give fans an it. And I've said this about Alex English played in the NBA. He led the 80s in scoring, but Alex English didn't have an it. He wasn't vertical. He wasn't flashy. He was soft-spoken. He just hit mid-range jumpers. He did not make the NBA's top 75 list. He led the entire league in scoring in the 80s. Didn't make the list. What was his it? He had class and didn't miss 16-footers. But I think the it for Derek Carr is he overcomes things better than anybody in the league.
And this, my friends, is why I have that shirt on the website. I don't care about the shameless plug right now. FYA, fuck your adversity. Cop those shirts. Let's keep listening.
Overcomes coaching chaos, overcomes a teammate killing a citizen in Las Vegas, driving 110 miles an hour under the influence. He overcomes weak drafts, a bad O-line, fourth quarter deficits, and constant fluctuation in the organization. And now the toughest division ever in the history of the NFL. There's never been a division, which is why the Raiders are the hardest team for me to predict in the NFL this year, because I like so much about them. But there's never been a division in the history of the NFL that has Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, Justin Herbert, and Russell Wilson. And I don't think they have the defense to compete with the other three. But if you're looking for his it is nobody overcomes things like Derek Carr. And that is an absolute talent. And I'll underscore it again. He has not thrown an interception with a new system, a new play caller, a new star receiver, a new coach. Not thrown an interception all camp. It's unbelievable. Okay, the second story today. So there's been a lot. I mean, Kevin Durant is...
All right, so there you have it from Colin Cowherd. I thought it was going to be a little bit, well, he was talking about other things as well. But man, oh man. And again, you heard what he just said at the tail end. Carr has not thrown an interception this entire training camp, man. McDaniels saw something in him, and that's why he came here. This system is going to work. This system is going to put Carr way over the top this year. Bank on it. Again, I'm stunned to hear everything he said, but every single thing he said is valid. It's things that we have discussed. It is things that we have put out there months and months and months ago. And we got a tweet. But I just got a little fun fact from my son, Prez. Shout out to him. The only QBs in NFL history with 8 straight 300-plus completion seasons to start a career, Peyton Manning and Derek Carr. Something to think about there, y'all. Let me start highlighting y'all. I remember the Ryan Tannehill really being messed up after losing to the Bengals. Now imagine, look, there's already reports out there after Tennessee had Malik Willis out there for the first time last night. Tannehill better start getting worried because he might not be the starting quarterback for Tennessee within a couple of weeks. 603 said we're going 14-3 this year. Mark it. Okay. Again, I don't want to talk predictions. I've given predictions before. For this season, I wasn't going to. I'd rather wait until after week 2, week 3 to really be able to fully evaluate this 53-man roster and what this team is capable of doing this year. Raider for life, good morning. Top 5 to 10 defense this year. I like that. SVT, facts. This is a year for Carr to ball out and show the haters what's up. You know what we doing here. We nail those haters, y'all. If we hold teams to about 20 points, we should win most of our games. We should, but we also got to put up points, and I want us to average well over 30 points a game. Look who completed more. Hold on. I can't even see the caption on this, son. I didn't even get to watch the game, EJ. I was hearing about it on the drive home last night and was like, oh, okay. Salvo was good. I think the entire league is sleeping on us. The entire league is sleeping on us. The media is sleeping on us. I tried to call in the ESPN radio yesterday. They were talking about sleepers. They had me on hold for almost an hour. And normally that doesn't happen when I call into them. But I couldn't even get my point across. So I was like, fuck this, and hung up the phone. Just wait till the first couple of games. There you go. There you go. I literally haven't been this excited since our 2002 team. Aunt Six was good. Happy belated birthday to El Capitan, Mr. 619, straight off the bunk bed, Raphael. Happy birthday, bro. All right, there we go. Manning, 2769, 4,000 for... completed 2769 of 4185, 66.1 percentage. Carr, 2896 of 4456, 65. That's very, very close. Very close. Yo, fuck the haters. We nailed the haters. And like I said, we do have the shirts up. We have a couple Nail the Hater shirts on the site now. And we have one right across the chest. FYA. Fuck your adversity. Hammer, honest question. You think Carr will win the league MVP this year? Freddie, that's a pretty good question. I think he will be a candidate depending on how successful he is with these weapons that he has. I think he could be probably in the top 5 running for it this coming season. It's just a matter of how he performs and how the rest of his guys, his supporting cast, performs this coming season. Eric, yeah, we're going to talk about that right now. We do have a couple of notes here in regards to training camp. And right now, there's a couple of different things to talk about. Like you heard Colin Cowherd have said, since training camp. And I know to some people, it's like, oh, it's just training camp, but it's still important. Derek Carr has not thrown an interception in training camp. Think about that. Obviously, he's gelling. He's meshing with these guys. Shout out to Aunt Red on the $5 super chat. I'm going to have to find that and highlight that. Raiders win a bowl this year. Top 10 offense and defense. I like that. I like that. Eddie from the Bay. Happy TGIF, bro. Raiders! Raider Jimmy was good. Now I have something to watch on my lunch. I'm not going to be on too long today, guys. I do have some business to take care of before I go to work. So I'm trying to hang out with you guys as long as I possibly can. But I will have to roll out a little early today. Yo, Hammer, my coworker, is a diehard Packers fan, and he claims Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback, and I bet him $100 that Derek Carr will have better stats than Rodgers, and he didn't want to. There you go. He knows what's up. Look, granted, he still has Randall Cobb, which is a guy that he has been successful with, but like realistically, who else is there right now for them? Lazard? Who else is there? Like, granted, Lazard had some solid numbers as a second on the depth chart, but I don't know. Sean Johnson, one of the biggest producers, one of the unofficial producers for us. Carr averages 324 passing yards per week for 17 weeks. That equals 5,508 passing yards. He's breaking the NFL single season record, 12 games with 3 touchdowns, 5 games with 4 touchdowns, breaks the NFL season record most 56. Wow. That is a fucking hot take. And you love it, but I say next season will be Super Bowl and it's it would be dope. They said Hobbs had bad first practice yesterday. Yeah, but where did happy birthday, Michelle. Happy birthday to Michelle. Yeah, but one bad practice isn't going to kill you. He's one dude that's been highly regarded and talked about, and they've talked about working him as an outside corner and putting a Meek at the slot corner. We have to wait and see. But the news out there right now in regards to this team and our training camp, Max Crosby has been a monster among men. He's been doing his thing. You know, he got into it during a one-on-one this past week during camp. Nate Hobbs, fucking great summer. Yesterday, one bad practice. It's not going to kill you. He could potentially be the guy that starts opposite side of Rock Ya-Sin. And I'm all here for it, baby. If Amik Robertson is stepping up and proving himself at the slot, good for him. Because a lot of us were like, what the fuck are we doing with him? Is he going to be cut? How much longer is he going to be here for? So we take this through the preseason. We see how these guys click. We see what these guys can do on the field. And, hey, if it ends up being Rock Ya-Sin and Hobbs, great. As long as they're consistent at what they do. Hobbs has been doing these one-on-ones with Devontae, and Hobbs is really putting that work in against Devontae. You're going against an elite, if not the elite receiver in the NFL every single day. I'm telling you now, iron sharpens iron, and these guys are just going to make each other better every single fucking day when they do these one-on-ones. Another one that's a huge surprise. I took back what I said last week in regards to this guy, and right now he's a clear-cut favorite to make this roster and could potentially be that passing down back that we're going to need in this offensive system, and that's Amir Abdullah. Look, we saw what he did last week versus the Jags. The chemistry that he has with Derek Carr already has been very, very solid. He could be a guy that we'll see out there with that running back depth chart. We could see them going with a depth chart more than just 4 running backs. It could be 5, and he could be that 5th guy. So we have this preseason game this coming weekend against the Vikings. Let's see how much work he gets in and see how much he produces. We don't expect to see the starters out there again this week. I think we'll probably see them for a quarter, maybe a half next week. But we don't expect to see too many starters out there this coming weekend, y'all. Colton Miller's been rock solid. There's not much to say on that front with him. The other offensive linemen got to get their stuff together. But Colton Miller has done pretty well. It's a matter of Lester Cotton is another one that everybody's talking about. Is he going to be that starter? Are we going to put him at guard? Parham taking everything in. He did a solid job last week against the Jaguars. He was out there for 41 plays. Took 27 of the snaps from the center position. Again, this is a very versatile rookie. We could plug and play him anywhere. A lot of people when we drafted him said, oh, Parham is taking Andre James' spot. We don't know that yet. But we shall see as time progresses. Let me get back into this chat. Sorry, guys. I got to try to stay focused when I do this at times because I do fly and go other places sometimes. Raiders versus Green Bay Super Bowl. Bryce, my prediction. Actually, I'm gonna put a question up here and see if you guys know. Justin, I want you to take a look at the merch site because we have a shirt that pretty much has you written all over it. Pause. It is a metal type of font. I think you would absolutely love this shirt. Take a look at it when you get the chance. Prez, if you can, put the link up for everybody to see. See, I digressed right away and totally forgot my train of thought. Oh, no, I didn't. My prediction right now, and I'm going to ask you guys this question and see if you guys know what this is. And shout out to the head of Mount Shieldmore Security, LV Maximus. Much love to you, bro. Sebastian was good. Oh, Sebastian can do it too. Sebastian, put it up. Sebastian, put the link up. Thank you. January 19th, 2002. What happened on that day? I want to see if you guys can answer that question. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. January 19th, 2002. Shouldn't take you that long, and you should not be Googling this. No, nobody? He just said he was poking his nose as a 7-year-old. All right, I am the Bay. There you go. January 19th, 2002. Terrible ass game in the snow against the New England. Tuck rule. Look, this is my prediction. It'll be some crazy shit if this really comes to fruition, right? 20 years since that incident has happened. We go to the Super Bowl. We play the Bucks. Tom Brady rides off into the sunset, retired, and losing his final Super Bowl appearance to the Raiders. Number 4. Let's get number 4 for Mount Shieldmore. That is my prediction. We play the Bucks in the Super Bowl and end Tom Brady's legacy. What do y'all think? There you go. Guys, if you have not already, I don't know what y'all are doing. If you're new to this channel, don't let it be a last time in here. This is a family. This is the Raider Nation. You guys are my second family. Hit that subscribe button. And the rest of y'all, you know the deal. Break them thumbs. Hit them subs. Smash the bell for all your Raiders content right here in the official, the original, the only house, Hammers.House. I didn't even turn this on today. I should have done it before. There you go. Raise that. There we go. That's a better view, isn't it? Drinking a beer in New York. Love y'all. Where in New York are you? Bryce, where in New York are you? I'm going to try to mount this TV. That TV right there. I'm going to try to mount it on the wall tomorrow. Mount Shieldmore is going to be all over the place this coming weekend. We are going to do a live show tomorrow night. We are going to be covering the preseason game against the Vikings. And also, we will be live with our fantasy league draft. Excuse me, guys. I will try to go through a breakdown. I might end up doing, a very, very long live before I get with Shieldmore tomorrow and probably do breakdowns, top 10, maybe top 15 by each position. Again, we're doing our draft Sunday. I didn't think we were doing it so soon, but I'm going to try to go through running backs, receivers, quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, tight ends, defense, kickers, all that fun stuff. And try to get you guys ready for your upcoming drafts and your leagues this year as well. Raider at Lizette, I did not. When I get a chance, or maybe when I get out of here today, I will take a listen to it. But I didn't get the chance to yesterday. I was all over the place at work. Was yesterday the double? No, but I was all over the place anyways. What's up, Hammer? Appreciate the compliment. No one is taking my starting job. Me and my Versace drawers will be pancaking people. Also, Haynes sucks. I ripped them to ruin. Yeah. Again, I need to stop reading from the chat because I'm going to end up pulling some Ron Burgundy shit and fucking up. They're gonna cancel me. Hit those likes, y'all. And you know what? Tomorrow might be the day. We've been in here now for what? Almost 2 weeks. I think tomorrow will be the day. I think we'll do it tomorrow night. I will sit here and have a nice drink when we go Mount Shieldmore, and just enjoy your guys' company. Not like I don't already, but I appreciate y'all, man. Coffee and the cigars is going to be the next thing in the backyard, but I'm not carrying any of this equipment out there to the back, and they're still working on the back right now. They're still doing what is it? The sunroom that I have back there. Would be legendary if that prediction happened. I'll lose my shit if that really happens, man. Working here. I've been to Manhattan and the Bronx today, now Long Island. That's dope. I will be in the Bronx in another couple of hours, and you guys know, or for those that don't, Long Island is my old stomping grounds, man. Shout out to Freeport. Shout out to Baldwin. Much love to all y'all. Wild Turkey, what's good? They're about to pull Anchorman from Netflix this month. Well, if you guys have Androids, if you guys have Fire Sticks, I will suggest the app Cinema. You guys can pretty much watch any TV show, even new shows. Like if it aired last night, it'll be up for you to watch today, and it's all free. And you can find a shit ton of movies. Click whatever source, and it's all free. So if you have an Android phone, if you have a Fire Stick, yeah, download the Cinema app. You guys will be golden. You're welcome. Bryce, am I free tomorrow? It's my weekend off, bro. I got things to do around the house. Again, I need to get, I want to get this mount up because I thought about putting it in the right corner, but I think putting it dead center behind the monitors would be good. And I still need to put the belts, let me try to angle it the right way, on the outside of both the, I need to put both titles on the outside of the light as well. And I didn't put the link up yet. We did have this conversation last week when I finally got back. You guys want to feel a part of this new chapter of my life. I guess that's the best way to put it. And this amazing home that I have now. I put together a wish list on Amazon that if you guys want to contribute, I would love that. But here's the kicker. Whatever item it is that you purchase, you have to sign it. You have to sign it one way, shape, or form, and then it'll be somewhere on this back wall. So even when you're not physically, like when you're not watching live, you're still going to be a part of the vault. You're still going to be in Hammers' house. Yo, Chargers fan here, and I think Derek Carr deserves more respect on his name. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. To hear that from a Chargers fan, that's pretty dope. Much appreciation to you. Also, I have this pickup because my mom said I look good. Hi, Mama. I'm on Hammers' house. I'll be in Flushing in the Bronx in the morning for work. Yeah, I don't live there anymore, though, bro. I'm gone. Like, I work in the Bronx, and I'll be out. Hey, Hammer, I know this is a lot to ask for, but can you do your live reaction to Las Vegas Raiders from Dust Hype video from Gibby on YouTube? I got the chills watching this video. It's a hype video? I can't, yeah, but the thing is, if I play it, I'll probably get hit. So I don't know if I could do that, bro. Love the merch page. I definitely need to pull that trigger on Hammers House merch. Yo, I'm telling y'all, we talked about this yesterday. Hammer, what you think of Chris Lacey can't body? Definitely a can't body. Look, this is getting annoying, and I'm not trying to sound like an asshole right now. I'm being a realist about this. Oh, we cut this guy, so we got a linebacker. I'm sorry, not a linebacker. We got a running back. We cut this guy, so we got another receiver. There's enough bodies and enough depth at running back and receiver right now. Are they going to see the field? Probably not. And if they do, it's going to be for a very short period of time. We need to figure out this situation and address the defensive tackle room right now. And we still haven't. Sue is still out there, y'all. And I don't know why I'm even saying his name anymore, because I'm at the point where I feel like Same way I felt about Honey Badger. It was 70% he wasn't coming here, 30% he was, and he didn't. Like, I at this point, I don't even know why I'm getting worked up. I've said it before. Trust the office. Trust the office. They're doing what they're doing, and a lot of the moves that they've made have made sense. I can't even say anything, and this is also year one under this new regime, so I can't complain. I can't bitch about it right now. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Oh my God. Why do I do this to myself? Ziggler's waiting on cuts. Oh, look, LV, that was something that we talked about before too, that I said, like, training camp is going to be that time where there's going to be people that get cut, and they might be guys that could be really good additions for us. At the same time, what is the deal with Waller? Now the reports are out there that they want to have an extension done by the start of the season, which is, excuse me, a little under a month away. I hope this deal gets done. I hope it's a reasonable deal. I hope it's a deal that still has some money in the bank for us if we need any other pieces at this point in time. Snoop-a-loop! And remember, y'all, because I didn't mention this yet today, after this game on Sunday, first round of cuts, 5 players will be cut. Good. I hope he's fully healthy and ready to rock. Carlos was good. Yo, so I got a new GIF out. I have seen a couple of outrageous things today, and I haven't fucking pulled the trigger on it. But I want you guys to check this out and tell me what you think. It's somewhat outside of the box, but not really. We might have to change the sound maybe, but I want to see what you guys think if this damn thing pulls up.
What the fuck?
What do you guys think? I'm waiting for the reactions for this one. There's one. AC, what's good? So that was, I think you guys know who that is. That was Titan as a pup. I don't know how I got a hold of him with that face, but that shit was funny as hell. So I was like, we got to turn this into a meme. We got to turn this into a GIF. I think somebody will get a kick out of it. But when we see or hear some outrageous shit moving forward, yeah, be prepared for that from here on out. How many we have? We have 69 in the chat right now on YouTube. We are on Twitter, if I remember correct. Well, no, it's promoting on Twitter. It'll give you it. My whole Twitter is red right now. You click it, it'll bring you here. But for those that are on Facebook, for those that are on Twitch, if you guys want to join the conversation, come on over to YouTube. It's on Hammers.House. It's the number one thing that you can search for on YouTube, and that's not cockiness or arrogance. If you put Hammers.House in, it's at the very top. Don't know how. I still don't think I'm popular at all, but it is what it is. Fade, what's good? Long time no see. For a lot of you, it's long time no see because I haven't been live in almost 2 months and just came back last week. But I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Yo, follow my son on his IG, Raiders Resistance. He's starting to get he's really starting to put the social media game in a chokehold when it comes to Raider content. Definitely make sure to follow my son, Prez. We are T-minus 15 days away from week 0, the Raider Nation kickoff party in Adelanto, California. You will be in the presence of me and my brothers in Mount Shieldmore, Andy Docs Wasted, Samoan Raider. I think Raider Cody's coming out. Mitchell Renz, Whole bunch of super fans. Violator. I think Gorilla, Senor Raider are pulling up. Halo is pulling up. A whole bunch of former Raider players. Stuart Schweigert, Warren Sapp, to name a few. Stu and Docs are going to be kidnapping some Raiders during the last preseason game against the Patriots on the 26th, trying to drag them out to Adelanto. And then right after that, you have the Burning Trees Festival featuring Rick Ross, Ludacris, Busta Rhymes, Corrupt, Too Short, Exhibit, Mobb Deep, and many, many more. Guys, get your tickets today. Cannexus, CANNEXS.com. Oh, yeah, Prince will be out there. Aunt Six will be out there. They're going to be singing Party All the Time for everybody. Tubby, what's good? I'm thinking about spending that $500 for the VP. I can't wait to meet you guys, man. The experience in Vegas was something that was truly unforgettable, and I still have. Not to say I was ever going to get rid of it. Shit. The mini helmet the Brave Raider gifted to me when we were out there, autographed by the late Daryl LaMonica. It's like, I know your favorite number was 3. I had to do this for you. This was dope. The pictures, the interactions with everybody was just unforgettable, and I can't wait to create new memories out on the West Coast in Adelanto with those that are coming out. It's going to be a great experience, and I cannot wait, man. Birdman. What up, Playboy? What's good? I will not be out there. The games that I'm going to this year, there's not one home game I'm going to, unfortunately. I don't know when I'll have the opportunity to go back to Vegas. It will be week 3 in Nashville against the Titans is what I'm trying to get. New Orleans week 8 and December 8th, that's almost a guarantee. LA, SoFi against the Rams Thursday night game. One thing that sucks about that game is they're putting it on Prime Video. I looked it up the other day. I was kind of disappointed. My prediction on Waller's contract. That's a good question. All right, so last I checked, his market value is about $16 million, right? I forgot what it was that... Who got the last good contract? Was that Andrews? Was it Kelsey? Whoever the fuck it was, doesn't matter. I'm looking at probably a 3-year, $49 million contract with about 39 to 40 mil guaranteed. That's, I'm just spitting off the top of my head right now. But I think like a three-year, maybe a 4-year deal. I think it's going to be a 3. I think it's going to be like a 3-year deal, roughly around $48 to $49 million. I've never lived through people like I did with y'all that week. Thank you guys for the memories. Of course, man, we had such a great time out there. Nashville going to be a blackout. 16 mil Waller. Appreciate you. Shout out to Nova Lights on IG. NOVALYTES. They're the ones that did this dope light. I couldn't be happier. Again, we still got to put more stuff. We need more Raider stuff on here. I'm going to put the heavyweight titles in the back. They're going to be mounted on the outside of the light. And then I want to put a lot of Raider decor. So again, I have a wish list. You guys want to contribute? Just sign it. Whatever it is, just sign it. You could always feel a part of this house and always be in the vault, even if you're not watching live. Dirty, dirty jersey. Still trying to get used to this, y'all. I'm still getting used to this. You know what? Let me move over so you guys can see the light. There you go. How long have we been on for? We've only been on 40 minutes. I don't have any alcohol right here. I don't have any alcohol up here right now, and I have some business to tend to, so I don't think I should be drinking at the moment. It's 12:24. Okay, so we're good. I apologize for yesterday. We were gonna do the Colin Cowherd thing, but I'm glad that we're doing it now. We were able to talk about training camp and everything that's been going on so far this week. So I'm definitely very, very happy with what I've been able to accomplish today and try to stay on track for the most part. I don't know where this cough is coming from, but it's fucking annoying. Q&A time, y'all. You guys got any questions, feel free to ask. Raider-related questions. Let's go. Can't wait, bro. We're going to sing party all the time. I'm drinking. It's 12:24, but I went to work 4 a.m. East Coast time. Shit. Getting tickets for the season opener of SoFi versus the Chargers, home game, and the Niner game in Vegas. God damn, man. I want to be like you when I grow up, Brandon. More of a need, right tackle or defensive tackle linebacker? I trust Carmen Brasillo. I trust he's going to do good by this offensive line and really develop these guys like he's had in the past. That's why he's here now, because of what he's done in the past. He's developed top 10 offensive lines. I think DT needs to be addressed ASAP. Right away, what's good? Are you worried about our top cornerbacks about missing multiple practices? No, like I said, Hobbs has been worked out on the outside and has been pretty solid. They're saying that there's a chance we could see Rock Ya-Sin and Hobbs out there as our starting corners. I'm good with that. Look, our depth chart with the cornerback position isn't too bad either. We saw what Darius Phillips could do. And I want to see more of that. I want to see more of that this coming weekend. It's a rap. We're here to sign you to the label. Got a couple of Birdmans in here. What up, Playboys? Get used to this season, all right? Nope. That one don't want to work. Our cornerbacks are going to ball out, and Merrick will shine. Look, Merrick did his thing last year. Nobody seemed to want to test him last season. There's a presser on now? Hold on. Fuck. Oh, shit. Wait. Today's the 12th? Yep. Did anybody talk yet? Nah, we're good. All right. It's another Josh McDaniels press conference, so we will go to it as soon as it starts. I'm going to leave it running in the background, and we'll get right into it once it starts up. Do I have the multi-output? Yeah, we good to go. So when he comes on, when he takes the podium, we're good. Beantown, what up? My favorite resident masshole. What's good, brother? Hope you're doing well, bro. I'm back. There's people in the chat, but they haven't started yet. Oh, now it pops up.
Raiders!
Fucking so delayed. That shit is so delayed. All right, so when it comes on, I will mute them. I'll mute my mic, and you guys can hear everything that's being said during this presser. Again, it will be Josh McDaniels. He'll be taking the podium momentarily. But for now, guys, sound off. Ask your questions. I did earlier, like a few months ago, but I don't want to revisit it because I've said this. I'd rather wait until week 2, week 3 to see the chemistry of this team to evaluate and fully give a legit prediction moving forward this year. I'm concerned about him getting a cornerstone contract and being injured, lame duck stuff. Oh God, don't put that into the atmosphere, bro. Jose, with all the reports that have been out there with his one-on-ones against Devontae Adams, and I said it a little earlier, iron sharpens iron. These guys are fucking bringing the best out of each other. I think Hobbs could be pretty solid as an outside corner. Do I think Mullins? Yeah, most definitely, because I said it after the game on Thursday that he more or less is on notice right now that if he doesn't perform to the best of his ability throughout the rest of the preseason, he's going to be cut. Stidham is going to be the backup, and Chase Garber will be on our practice squad. Under 1,000, Big Mike. Under 1,000. This offensive scheme is running back by committee. It's going to be under 1,000. Touchdown wise, I say 8, maybe 9 touchdowns. Rushing yards, anywhere in the ballpark of like 875 to 900, maybe. He's not getting 1,000 yards. Hammer Ducks, anyway, surprise on 6. Get your tickets now for week 0. There you go. Pico's going to be cut. Pico, I say Pico. I think he's going to get cut. Vitality, do you see what my beard looks like now? I already chopped it down. I'm not doing this shit again. I had to get a new barber. I tell him to fade the beard. He chops this shit the fuck off. No, we're not doing that. Hell no. Actually, this shit don't want to work again. God damn it. No, I think he's going to end up playing out this year because we already put the rumors to rest that he is not being traded. Shout out to Raider Takeover. Am I the only one who's worried about our backup quarterback if DC goes down? No. A healthy Jarrett Stidham that's already familiar with Josh McDaniels' offense, I think he'll be just fine. I really do. When has Carr missed a game? There's other things I would like to say about our backup quarterback situation, but I'm not trying to revisit incidents and occurrences where people are gonna be, we're not subbing you.
What the fuck?
So, yeah. Now it comes up. See, this thing is super delayed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a few months, but I was trying to come out full beard, like thicker than it was when I come to Adelanto. Do you think we make any other blockbuster trades this offseason? No. Trade-wise, no. It only happens when the new league year starts and the mass hysteria happens. I don't see that happening now. What I do think is there's probably going to be some guys that get cut from their respective teams throughout this training camp that we might be looking at. It's just a matter of waiting for them to get cut and pulling the trigger on those guys. McDaniels likes putting pressure on players to succeed. That's why he brings in players to try out in multiple positions. Could very well be. He's got a lot of guys that are on this team, though, that are very versatile as well. My Philly insiders are saying possible trade by trade deadline if Miles Sanders struggles. Yo, you guys loved Miles Sanders, and now all of a sudden he's the topic of discussion for being traded from the Eagles. I don't get it. With Hackenboth on the edge, O-line needs to hold up and keep Carr off the ground. As long as Brandon Parker's not there. Oh, wait, I think he tore his tricep and he's out for the season. We should be okay. Santa Claus Gray kicking it. Yeah, man. We have some number 1 draft picks. Just depends. Yep. I think we're done.
Met a lady that
Here we go.
Uber driver back from the Hall of Fame that knew more about Massillon and McKinley.
Oh, yeah.
Rivalry, your dad, everything. I learned more on that trip back to the hotel Hilton Carolina over there.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that we know back there, so it was fun to do that.
Right here.
was at the game when you played. You were the quarterback when you played.
Oh, wow.
Saw you
Washington
play.
United.
Okay.
Yeah, you play. I sat on top of the press box with Lee Montville from.
Yeah, I remember Lee did that. Lee was with us for a long time that week. That was a heck of a deal.
Vinny will always one-up me.
That's all right.
Getting back to business though, Josh, it's been a little while since we've seen Darren Waller out there on the practice field, number one. Any update on Darren? And then also, Brandon Parker seemed like he got dinged up a little bit in that game on Thursday. Any status report on Brandon?
Yeah, no, both guys working back. You know what I mean? So, we have a lot of guys I would say are in that boat. Right now. I mean, it's our third real week of training camp. In terms of practices, I think this is practice 15, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in that vicinity. So, a lot of guys that are bumps, bruises. And they're all just working extremely hard to try to get back as soon as possible. And when they're ready to go, then, we're going to put them out there and, try to continue to build.
Every team has expectations, but there's a lot on this Raiders team. So as a coach, how do you balance the risks of playing guys in a preseason game that doesn't technically matter, but also wanting to get them live reps?
Yeah, I think there's, I think each situation is different. There's definitely a competition portion of this that's involved in each decision that we're going to have to make. You have so many opportunities to let them compete and earn their role, which I think is the right thing to do. And then there's other reasons for, you do things in a preseason game to either evaluate something schematically, or there's a communication aspect to it, from the players with the green dot. There's coach to quarterback. There's different combinations of people that we'd like to see play together. It's not just one thing, one size fits all. So there's a lot of different reasons for doing a lot of things, and whether you want to decide to rush punts or not rush punts or cover kickoffs or try to kick touchbacks, or, there's a lot of different things that go on. And I would say there's even a lot of things that go on during the course of the game that could make us make a decision that we would otherwise not do. So we try to use each opportunity that we have, whether it's a practice or a game, in the month of August, to the best of our ability to help us, get to ultimately what we need to get to, which is the best evaluation of our team, and then try to make those decisions at the end here when we're asked to do so. So that's what we're going to do.
For clarity, there's some speculation about Waller. It is an injury-related thing, is what you're saying?
He's working to get back.
Josh,
We asked Derek yesterday about if he doesn't play, being on the sidelines with you, especially even at this point in his career. Like, how much with the new offense, just watching, can he learn? He said he spent a lot of time with you last week. Like, what do you want to see out of him?
Yeah.
If he doesn't play?
Yeah, I mean, all those guys, when they're not in the game, to me, it's a great opportunity to, for the quarterbacks, one, listen, because he had the earpiece in. So it was basically like he would be out there, and this is the kind of communication, the dialogue that would be happening with the quarterback from the play caller. I think that's very valuable. And then I think all of our players just understanding how we approach each situation. Each coaching staff, I'd say addresses or tries to play situations differently in many cases. So, we were backed up last week. We had a 2-minute situation come up on defense. There's all these different elements to the game that, we just don't have that many opportunities, to go through before, September 11th. So, everything that they hear on the sideline, every time we have one of those come up in a preseason game, I think it's an opportunity for us to grow and improve. And he handled it perfectly last week, and I would expect the same this week.
Josh, you've always talked about the offensive line, not just in a starter sense, but also a group sense. And swing tackle becomes a pretty important, part of any team. Where are you at with that in that role, and how big of an opportunity is Sunday for somebody especially over on that left side, kind of equip themselves pretty well?
Yeah, I think you'll see a few different people over there. We did some of that against Jacksonville. We'll do some more of that against Minnesota. So, it's an important opportunity. It's kind of like the backup quarterback. Nobody talks about him until he's the most important person in your organization. And so, the same thing is true for the left tackle or a guy that would swing on either side. Once you have an injury, now all of a sudden that position becomes really important. And it's not easy. It's not easy. And so to have the ability to do that, and we flopped some guys during training camp to give them opportunities to work at that. It's something that takes a lot of reps. It's something that, you're getting calls on the right side that you're not getting on the left side, and so you got to be able to think, very quickly on both sides. So we're going to gain more knowledge on that for sure on Sunday.
More specifically for Thayer Mumford, he spoke to us yesterday saying in OTAs he kind of had some moments where he was kind of questioning things, and it seems like he's come a long way since then. What are you seeing from him kind of developing?
Yeah, Thayer's really put his head down and just worked every day. He's gained confidence as we've moved along, which is typical for young players if they put in the time and effort. He's played against some good competition. He's handled some good edge rushers. He's competed in a really good league. He's played a lot of good football over his career at Ohio State, and so he's learning how to apply what he's done and now what he's learning, at our level, at our league, and like all rookies, has a long way to go, but really like his approach. Works hard each day to try to get better at something, and he's definitely made progress because of what he's done.
In particular, he talked about the adjustment mentally as much as physically, and kind of talking to a counselor just to kind of get his mind right. How much is that do you leave to the players to kind of figure out, and how much you guys speak kind of about mental health and mental adjustment as far as coming to this level?
Yeah, we certainly have that in-house every day for them. Gene does a tremendous job of that. Montel and his crew do the same thing, and it's a very important part of just our interpersonal interaction with these guys is making sure that look, there's a lot of things going on in all of our lives outside of what happens inside this building, and so. Just making sure that guys are equipped with what they need if they need something from us, and also having an understanding of the fact that everybody's day to day is not the same. We all deal with different things. We're all different human beings, and and they do a tremendous job of being available when our players need them, or any of our staff for that matter. And we absolutely push that if that's necessary. If that's something that we feel like could help somebody, then they absolutely seek it out, and as they should. And then we get them the time that they need.
Coach, yesterday, Derek Carr said that he believes that your greatest attribute is your attention to detail, how you can know what's going on from the starting quarterback to a backup special teamer. How have you developed that level of attention to detail over time? Who's helped you through that process?
Well, I'd say I still have a long way to go in regards to, learning about all those different things. I learn things from our coaches every day, for sure. I just think, for every young coach or person that comes into any organization, you're around so many really good people that have better experience than you do, in their specific area of expertise. And so, just taking the time to really be present in each meeting, whether it's a staff meeting, a squad meeting, something on the field. We learn from the players every day. There's things I hear from, Devontae or Crosby or Chandler Jones or Colton Miller or Derek Carr that, they have a different perspective than you do. You're not out there. So just being willing to, soak it all in and understand that you're never going to know it all. But that there's something to be gained each day, each meeting, and if you approach it that way, I think you're kind of a sponge for information, and hopefully you're learning every day and improving as a coach, so you can teach it better when it's your time to do it.
When you were doing your yesterday, I think it was a 2-minute segment, but you would call a timeout for players to take a little bit of a break, and then the coaches were kind of coaching themselves. They were gathering. Defensive coordinator talking to his assistants. What's the thought process behind having those types of periods where it looks like coaches are communicating?
Yeah, we tried to do. It wasn't a scrimmage, but we tried to create as many situations yesterday in practice as we could. There's only so many opportunities to do that. You get some in the preseason game if they come up. So trying to create those in practice. And trying to do it organically, and hopefully it comes up authentically that, you didn't have to make it happen. So there was a few times where we stopped, gave the guys a water break or what have you, and then tried to reset the situation. And then the coaches did a great job yesterday of really having the players prepared for what was next. We weren't in the stadium. We had the one scoreboard. But we moved from first quarter to second quarter pretty quickly. Then all of a sudden we were in the 2-minute situation. Then we were in the third quarter fast, and then we're at the end of the game. So, we're trying to, get as much experience as we can. And to me, we didn't script any of it yesterday, which the coaches really liked that opportunity, because that's what happens in a real game. It's one thing to sit there and read off of a script in practice and say, all right, this is the next personnel grouping and this is the next play, and everybody knows what's going on, but that's not real life. Real life is you really just react to what you see. And so we tried to do that yesterday. I thought we learned a lot about ourselves, learned about some things we need to do better as a staff, and our team, I thought, really had the right approach to yesterday in terms of what they could learn from it.
Josh, Duran is a guy that we know his ability to play, his longevity in the NFL speaks for that. But as a leader, how much of a blessing is it to you implementing a new system to have that guy in your locker room?
Yeah, he's been a special guy for a while. When he came in, to the league, he was really a mature human being and approached it the right way. He gravitated right away to the guys that he could learn from. And I think one of the great parts about Duran is he's very, very willing to share with anybody that he can, and he'll help someone else, learn the things that he's already learned. And that's, he adds another level of value to himself, because not only doing the right things, taking care of his body, getting himself mentally and physically ready to go every day, but he's also willing to help the young safeties on our roster, the young corners, anybody on defense, just understand what it is we're trying to do, and then also balance the other things that go on, for a professional football player. It's not just all about X's and O's. There's other things too. So great influence on our locker room as a human being. He's just a great person, great leader, selfless, and, he's obviously a good football player.
Coach, football is a game as it is mental, as it is physical. Can you talk about the mental reps that some of these younger players are getting? As I watch practice, I noticed that they're really fine-tuning and really paying attention to when they're not on the field, especially during individual work.
Yep.
Can you talk about the importance of that and bringing that here to the Raider way?
Yeah, each rep that's taken on the field, clearly every guy can't be in there for every rep. So the best you can do when you're out there is paying attention to what's happening and learning in real time what's going on. And then to come into the film room and, like when the receivers watch all the one-on-ones like we did last night, you're seeing all the one-on-ones from all the guys. You're not just seeing your one-on-ones. So each repetition in practice, whether you were in or not, is an opportunity to learn. And they have to understand, in our league, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we only have 35 to 40 team reps. And so not every player is going to be in for all those repetitions. So you may not have repped something
Wait a
during
second.
the course of the week.
He's upon us.
But then
The
Sunday
equinox
comes
is upon
and
us.
somebody turns an ankle in the first quarter, and now
Wait,
you're
Steve.
doing it
It's in the
real
building.
action,
What's good?
on a Sunday in a real game. And so, and there's no, excuses there. Well, I didn't rep it or anything. That happens to every team every week. So they're learning how to do it. I think they're doing a really good job of trying to pay attention on the field. I think we have some really good players at each spot that are trying to teach them how to do it even better. Just pay attention and try to gain as much as they can in practice.
From an offensive-minded coach like yourself, I like the double pass to Renfro across the field to Bolden. I know it was risky, but it was one hell of a pass.
Yeah, well, some of those things we do, there's a lot of reasons to do those things. Some of them are scout-carded periods where you're doing it to try to help the defense. I mean, look, there's going to be gimmicky plays that happen all the time. We all know that. And how many you do and how many you're willing to call and all the rest of it, that kind of that depends on the situation or the circumstances. But, you work on plays that are a little different, for both sides. Like I said, our defense is going to see them. Our offense may or may not run them, but it's something that, you got to get ready for. As this time of the year is a good opportunity to try to build your reaction to those kind of things, depending on what type of play it is.
Josh, hate to ask yes or no questions, but we think we'll see Derek Devontae on Sunday?
You'll definitely see him at the stadium. They'll all be there. They'll all be there.
Thanks,
Thanks, Paul. Thank you.
All right, there you guys have it. It's Josh McDaniels with his presser. That was funny. That was a good answer. That was a good answer. Yeah, you'll see them. You'll see them in the stadium. Look, I said it earlier at the start of the show, guys. You guys had asked. I don't think we see any or not too many of our starters play on Sunday. I think the preseason week 3 matchup against the Niners will be the matchup where we do see our starters out there, probably for a whole first half maybe. But we will not be seeing the starters that you guys are anticipating to see this coming weekend. Who cares? It's still football. It's the Raiders preseason. We will be live. We will be covering the game. I think Wasted said he's going to be out, so I think it's going to be me, Andy, and Docs covering the game. Tomorrow night, we will have Mount Shieldmore tomorrow night. I will try to get on here live during the day tomorrow and break down a whole bunch of different fantasy rankings by positions, try to get everything in as best I possibly can. Sunday, we will be covering the game. Sunday night, 9 p.m., I think, if I remember correctly. We will be live doing our fantasy draft, so you guys don't want to miss that either. I don't know what that was. For the chat, what do you guys want to see next preseason game? For one, I want to see who's going to step up for wide receiver 3. And I'll tell you one person that needs to step up tremendously this week, and he said he owes us one, and that is Tyron Johnson. Right now, in my opinion, with the poor play of last week, he's on the bubble right now. Is he going to necessarily be one of the first 5 to get cut? I don't think so, but he's got to step up tremendously this coming weekend. God is in the building. What up, bro? A little off topic, but upcoming UFC cards are you most excited about? You know what, Jonathan, I've been out of the loop over the last couple of weeks because of this transition. I haven't really been able to watch much. I got to see the Nunes Pena fight, but I haven't been staying up to date with the news and stuff too much. So Hollins had what? He was targeted once, 1 reception, -1 yards. Yeah, he's another one. Hammer ready for Sunday, no golf. No, but I still want to go to Top Golf in Jersey. So when I get the chance, I'm going to try to take advantage and go out there. Nick Mullins beat the Raiders twice while on the Niners and Browns. Think about that. You're right. But Mullins is also another one that could be on the outside looking in for that backup position. I think at this point, with the knowledge of this system and his good performance last week, Stidham is going to be the backup. Garbers is going to be going to the practice squad. Mullins is going to be cut. Butler's definitely getting cut. Want to see less sacks from the O-line, more takeaways. Well, again, it was the left side that gave all that up last week. It was 5 sacks for 41 yards. It was Illuminor and Parker on the left side. The right side did not give up shit. And for the record, Parham didn't give up any pressures either. Just saying. Reaper, what's good? They say Stidham been throwing picks in camp. Yeah, they talked about it the other day when he threw one. Is it safe to assume that Brandon Bolden makes the final 53? I've heard nothing about him or seen him. Mike, that's a really good question. I don't have the answer to that because I looked at him as yeah, he's going to be a solid guy for the 53. He could definitely be a really solid third down back, pretty much the equivalent to what Jalen Richard was for us last year. But I don't know. And another guy right now that I think is going to make this roster is Amir Abdullah. The chemistry he's built with Carr, what he can do in the backfield, he can be a guy that's going to be that pass back for us this coming season. Holly, yeah, I have one of the belts is actually on the floor behind me. The other's still in the bag. When are we going to do our first cut of players? Sunday. 5 people get cut. 5 players get cut on Sunday. I love the fact that Max and Parham got into it. We need a little bit. Look, There's nothing wrong with getting chippy amongst your teammates in practice. I've done it a handful of times. Not going to lie. INTs in camp are fine. If you're not throwing them in game, that's good. Hey, look, Carr hasn't thrown a single interception in training camp. For the record, y'all. We hit the... Damn, we have been on an hour. Shit. I really believe Amir makes it now. I'm hoping Bryce Cosby can build on his last game. I like the kid. Look, I like Darian Butler, and they're so high on him right now. I'm excited to see him make this roster. You think someone is willing to slide us a late pick for Drake? Look, the one topic of conversation that happened a couple of weeks ago with the situation pertaining to Alvin Kamara was Drake going to the Saints, potentially for a 5th-round pick, but obviously it didn't happen. Amir should be a kick returner, him and Drake. I think Amir will be utilized as a kick returner. Definitely. Drake is on the bubble for a trade, I think. Didn't like how bad he looked in our first preseason game. Remember, he's also coming back from a serious ankle injury, guys. You gotta give that a little bit more time. Who's it taking the belts off Roman Reigns, and when will it happen? WrestleMania, The Rock takes the belts off of him. Dick frames everywhere. Pause. Oh, shit. Really? All right. Well, we got to fix some of these buttons now. Nobody but The Rock, Big Mike. There you go. Any word on Waller? What McDaniels just said in the presser, him and Parker. Parker's not on the IR. So for those that put that report out there, he's not on the IR. He said he got a little banged up on Thursday, that he's working out and he's going to get himself back on the field. Same with Waller. Waller is just rehabbing right now. Did he specify exactly what? No. Stay prediction. What does our duo of JJ and Zeus get totally? Fuck. Maybe over 1,400 yards total? Maybe. You think Parham takes someone's starting spot this season? Look, what he did in the game last week, he was out there for 41 snaps. 27 of the snaps are at center. He's a very versatile offensive lineman. He could get a spot somewhere. I'm not going to say he's running Andre James' spot just yet, but he could get a spot on that starting offensive line. Just a sprained ankle? Okay. That's going to be dope. I'm planning on going to Mania next year. That's dope. I can see Parham taking Andre James' spot. There you go. Do we cut them before? After the game. After the game. Wait, whoever said Waller is on the IR. No. Nobody said he was on the IR. I was talking about Parker because people were putting it out there the other day that Parker was on the IR. Parker's not on the IR. We just heard Josh McDaniels. They're rehabbing their injuries. That's it. There is no specifications on what the injuries were, but he's not on the IR, guys. So another story that needs to be put to rest ASAP. Just like right after the game, everybody, Jacobs is getting traded. These teams are interested in Jacobs. McDaniels went right to the podium and said, we are not trading Josh Jacobs. What I love to see is Waller and Marky Mark at the Aces game together. That deal is coming soon, and I smell it. I don't know why Stream Deck is acting like this again. Yeah, it doesn't want to cooperate with me right now. Oh, well. All right, guys. Whew. I don't know. It's got to be allergies. With Hobbs balling on the outside, what does that mean for Mullen? And Mullen better start packing his bag quick, fast, and in a hurry. Again, they brought Rock Ya-Sin in here, who's on the last year of his rookie contract as well. I think if he ends up producing and doing his thing this year, he's getting an extension. I think Mullen will not be back here next year. All right. So that being said, y'all, I'm going to roll out. This was definitely awesome. I finally got to take on the comments of Colin Cowherd. We got to do a live presser as well. And I got to answer a whole bunch of your questions. Like I said, I will be around throughout this weekend. There it is. It comes up late as hell. I will be around this weekend. Again, Mount Shieldmore tomorrow night. I'll probably do a couple lives of my own during the day tomorrow. We will be covering the preseason game against the Vikings on Sunday, and then we will have our live fantasy draft on Sunday night as well. So stay tuned. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. And again, 15 days away from the Week 0 Raider Nation kickoff party in Adelanto, California. Get your tickets. Come on out. Show your love. Show your support for some of your favorite Raider content creators. Some of the biggest super fans the nation has to offer. Some great former players as well. And then the Burning Trees Festival right after with Rick Ross. Whoa! Busta Rhymes, Ludacris, and many, many more. Get your tickets, canexus.com, CANNEXS.com. Guys, this has been fun. With that being said, I'm going to head on out, break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell on your way out for all your Raiders content right here in the official, the original, the only house, Hammers.House. Everybody continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time, y'all.